Hello and welcome to the Jolera Interview Series. I'm your host, Paulo Deligletto, the Chief Channel Business for Jolera. This interview series features prominent executives and influencers from the IT industry talking about technology innovation, the as-a-service market, leadership, and the overall marketplace. Today we have a very special guest all the way from Porto, Portugal, José Martins. He runs Jolera's European operation, and he's going to be here to talk about the European side of the business, what the market is like there for the as-a-service market, security, and other important things. So please welcome to the show, José.
Thank you for having me here.
No worries. So Europe is certainly growing for Jolera. We recently expanded into Madrid. But recently you spearheaded the opening of a new security operations center in Nonagon Science and Technology Park in the Azores. What does that mean to Jolera and, more importantly, the overall region?
Well, I think that when we decided to bet on this Azores region, we bet on this greenland, this greenfield region. Lots of talent there. A couple of good new universities, professional schools, lots of tons of initiatives to keep people there, people on the islands. They are betting on this new, let's call it, high-level works, technical works, not only in IT,
Right.
but these high-level positions.
Right.
So when we looked into Azores and we went there, and we'll speak a bit about that, how we went there.
Right.
But when we went there and we started to have these conversations with the government,
Right.
with a couple of local customers, local universities, we talked internally, said this can be a good option for us. We need to attract people. We need
Right.
people. They are focused in something that for us as Jolera, it's people. It's
Right.
our great asset.
Right.
So let's focus with them. Let's help them also
Right.
focus on what it's important
Right.
to keep people, to attract people.
Right.
And that's what we have been doing so far. And it's going well so far.
So I want to point out to the audience out there that the Azores, while part of Portugal, is not exactly attached to the mainland there. It's an island off to itself around roughly 1,500 kilometers, 2.5 hour flight from the capital, Lisbon. But Jose, so obviously not the easiest place to get to. But what attracted you to the Azores?
When we started this Azores Jolera business in Azores, it was never meant to be a Jolera big operation,
Right.
a Jolera big focus, a Jolera cybersecurity center.
Right.
It was to be business,
Right.
professional services, managed services.
Right.
It was a challenge from the vendor and the
Right.
government. We need senior staff to help our people here. We need senior technologies, well-oriented process, and that was our focus number one. Okay,
Right.
let's go there. We are good on delivery. They need us to deliver. We go there, we deliver, we do our own stuff. We come back. And after all of these interactions, all of them this year,
Yeah.
so everything was actually very, very, very quick. During these interactions, meeting people,
Right.
meeting technical staff,
Right.
meeting people that just came straight from the university and they were working with the government. We saw something that it was basically the same we saw in Porto
Right.
10 years ago. It's new minds, new people, new ways of doing stuff, eager to work, eager to learn. And after 2 or 3 trips there, we thought we can have something here. So more people from Jolera going there, more work to do there, more relationship. And after, I would say 3-4 months, a couple of trips, we decided we have something here to work with, and that's where this operation came from.
Well, amazing. Well, let's talk about the talent on the Azores. How would you describe the talent level there? What level is it at? Is it like, like you said, Porto, maybe the rest of Europe? How does it compare to like North American sources?
Yeah, I think the talent pool that we have there, it's good.
Yeah.
It's an island, so
Right.
the main issue that they have there, and that's a issue that we are trying to help. That's why also the government is involved with us. It's you end your studies, university, professional schools, technical schools, and your focus is I'm going to the mainland.
Right.
I'm going to Canada.
Right.
US, Spain. I want to go everywhere. I don't want to stay here because I don't have these high level jobs.
Right. Right.
So with us, Jolera, probably after us, more companies will go there.
Right.
They see that I have an exit. To do.
So they can actually stay there, change the narrative.
They can stay there. They can make. They can make a good living. They can make a proper salary, a proper IT salary. They can raise, as you know, within Jolera, we push people to learn and to grow and to push. And if they are willing to push and do the extra mile, they grow within the organization. And those guys see that over there. It's, as you know, hiring in IT. It's always challenging. It's everywhere.
Challenging everywhere, for sure.
Everywhere. And of course, going there, it's a nice one. No one knew about us, so it was. We have to build a brand.
Right.
We did tons of stuff with brand building first. After we created that, Jolera, these guys. I saw Jolera on the street. I saw Jolera on the mall.
Right.
I saw Jolera on the magazine. I saw Jolera on the TV.
Right.
I was on the car. I heard about Jolera on the radio.
Right.
So, who or what is Jolera? And after we created that buzz, people start to come to us, ask questions, applying, and it was a funny process. Now everyone, of course, knows who we are.
Right.
I would say that probably right now, besides they have a couple of well-known groups there, the biggest ones. Probably we are on the top 3 of the companies that they talk over there, and it's fantastic.
So we talked about the Madrid office, the Azores. What's the long-term plan for Jolera in Europe?
The long-term plan, sorry, the long-term plan for us in Europe is continue our expansion.
Okay.
With Azores, the goal is to create this our cybersecurity excellence center. Continue to hire the staff, train the staff. They are serving worldwide customers. And one of the goals that we have as a site is basically also use those guys to service Azores.
Right.
Government, big institutions that they also have big institutions there. So local to local.
Right.
Keep those guys there so they don't need to leave and the economy will keep rotating. That's one of the goals. And serve our Jolera worldwide customers as we've been doing from there. In terms of Jolera Europe, our goal is basically expansion. So we have a couple of countries that we are targeting, as you are aware, and you are part of, of those. Of those.
We knocked on a few doors. Yes, for sure.
We are fighting that expansion, and we'll continue to go country by country. It was Madrid, Spain. We are doing, as you know, Italy. UK. We have a couple of customers and partners in Luxembourg, so we are doing our path.
So you mentioned that Jolera got a lot of buzz in the Azores from what we did with the opening there. Was all that media from Portuguese sources, or was it more European? And is Jolera also like one of the largest employers now in the Azores, which is like is an island called São Miguel, right? Yeah.
First of all, in terms of the media, it was amazing because when we started to go there, everything started with this month-to-month conversations.
Right.
And after a week or two of having some publicity, they start to focus on us. It was automatic.
Cool.
So they start to ask information, what you guys are, what you do, what are your plans, next steps. So every other day we receive some media company asking something. Newspapers, digital, TVs, radios.
They certainly can keep you busy, right?
Yeah. So and the funny part is that basically they are also creating this story with us.
That's right.
Every week we have something about Jolera on the news in Azores. Every week they ask for something what are the next steps, what is the next big thing that you guys are doing here, and it's been amazing because it's a good movement that they are helping and people read. Things, of course, power
That's right.
power to the brand, and it's helping a lot, and it's been amazing. TV covered our. We did a protocol with the university.
Right.
Alex was there, our CEO.
Right.
They covered the full ceremony of the protocol. On the next day, we have the mayor of the island doing the official launch of our operation.
Right.
TV was there again. As far as I know, it was the first time that the same TV was with the same company 2 days.
2 days in a row. Wow.
2 days in a row.
That's saying something, yeah.
So they are very supportive, and I have to thank you for all the efforts that they are doing in supporting us. And they've been essential for us.
So Joel, you know this. Jolera has always been a service-first-minded type of organization. I wanted to ask, what are sort of some of the differences in terms of comparing what's happening there to what we offer in North America in terms of cloud and security?
I think North America compares more with North Europe.
Yeah.
South Europe, it's more South America. It's more Latino, more
Right.
relationship. Of course, products, services, technology, price,
Right.
everything matters. But you have to have a relationship first.
Of course.
You can be the cheapest guy in the world. If you
Yeah.
don't have that relationship, you are not going there.
Right.
In other geographies, as we know, price is the number one.
Yeah.
In the South Europe, it's relationship the number one, and then you have the rest. In economies like North America and North Europe, you have to have the full pack.
Yeah.
Company, the brand, the products, the services,
So true.
the economy.
Yeah.
So you can be a company that is not well known,
Mhm.
but if you have everything and you deliver the outcome that is expected, you can do actually something. If you
Yeah.
go to South Europe, Greece, Italy, France at some point, Madrid, Portugal,
Mhm.
just with that you will not deliver anything.
Yeah.
You have to have the relationship first, and
Yeah.
then
They have to know you.
they have to know you. You
Yeah.
have to almost be almost friends,
Yeah.
and then okay, let's talk about business, and then of course you will compete with the other guys,
Sure.
but you have an open door.
Yeah.
It's not just the work side. So it's I would say that we have to create that separations: North Europe and South Europe. And in terms of the focal points of IT nowadays, I think it's the same. Cybersecurity, clearly the number one.
Absolutely.
With all the,
Yeah.
as we know, all the breaches, all these ransomwares, all the money on that black market
course.
of the ransomware. Cloud, it's also the same priority, and lots of. I think that one of the things that changed a lot besides cybersecurity, it's all the extras around business continuity.
Of course.
That I think now companies in the past years, they have a backup. They don't focus on having a second backup on an
Yeah.
offsite location.
Because it really doesn't matter if you're north or south, right?
Yeah.
If you're not backed up, you're not operational, you're out of business, right?
Exactly.
It doesn't matter what location you're at. Jose, let me ask you, I mean, Jolera is very unique in terms of location, especially with Portal office, and now in Azores, another very special place, very unique to the world, I would like to say. Can you tell the audience what are some of the best places to visit in the Azores or Portugal if they want to come out and do some fun things, maybe family things?
Yeah, I would say that first of all, Portugal is a really old country.
Mhm.
We used to run the world in the past,
One
50-50, one time, lots of time ago.
That's right.
50-50 with the Spanish,
Yeah.
long time ago. But in terms of the country itself, we still have that old heritage of
That's right,
lots of castles, palaces,
Yeah.
military forts.
That's right.
So I would say that if you go to Portugal, to traditional cities, Porto, Lisbon, Coimbra, Évora, Sintra,
Yeah.
those are
The Algarve too.
Algarve too. You have amazing locations,
Yeah.
lots of history.
Yeah.
If you like to walk around and see
Right.
and learn, good food. We are a small country, but every city they have their own food, their own wine.
Right.
So we are very particular
Yeah.
on that, and completely different history. Of course, I'm attached to Porto. Porto, it's called the Invicta city.
That's
because
right.
when we were conquered by the Spanish, they conquered all country, but they never conquered Porto.
No, they never
So
did.
they went from the south until the Douro River, and from Porto we conquered Portugal again.
They knew better. They retreated.
And we went again
Right.
to the rest of the country. So if you go to some of the major
Right.
cities, Azores, it's amazing. It's natural.
Yeah.
It's a group of 9 islands, volcanic formation. Really, besides São Miguel and Terceira,
Mhm.
that you have more people. In the end, they are almost as a capital and a second capital,
Right.
where you have more houses, buildings, those types of stuff. Besides that, it's completely natural, old traditionals, old school.
Mhm.
It's special, really, really special.
Well, Jose, thank you very much for
Thank you.
making a trip to Toronto. Really, really appreciate it. Where can
Thank you,
people
Paul.
follow you on social media?
Just on my
On
LinkedIn
LinkedIn?
and José Martins, and that's only.
Fantastic. Well, great to have you here.
Thank
Really
you, Paul,
appreciate
for
it.
the time.
Thank you again for watching the Jolera Interview Series. Until next time, so long.